So, Alasdair is the winner of that game, which is what I wanted, because I really want you to cheer Alasdair with me, but we'll start slow. It might sound a bit sinister, but it'll get really exciting. So we start with Alasdair, 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 Alasdair. It's Alasdair Robertson, everybody!
Pyramids are nice. Up to a point. There we go. We're off. So I was approached the other day by the Navy. And they offered to put me in charge of a large group of ships, and I considered it for a fleeting moment. Maths. I enjoyed maths. I enjoyed it when it was easy, when it was just like adding, subtracting, multiplying. But when they asked me to represent y equals x graphically, that was when I drew the line. Yeah, the next one isn't going to go down well, I guarantee. This is a joke aimed at biologists who know their Shakespeare. Any in tonight? I've got to do it now, haven't I? You might think that electrophoresis is boring, but remember, agarose by any other name would smell just as sweet. So this woman asked me to describe myself in 10 words or fewer. I said laconic. She said, I don't know what that word means. I said, well, you must have been in my audience at Crowdfunning. She said, that doesn't make sense because we're having this conversation in the past and you're presenting it as if it's in the present and that doesn't work. It was a tense moment. This is done as it gets. I think that's enough of jokes now. I've done enough jokes. I'm just going to talk about myself. I'm deaf in my left ear, completely. What this means is that, a quick biology lesson, you hear sounds, you locate sounds because one of them hits one ear before the other, and then you use that to locate them, and I can't do that. The only way I can locate sounds is if it's a continuous sound. I sort of cup one ear and do a little twirl, and then so I hear where it's loudest, and then so Darth Vader's over there. My friends took advantage of this at one point. They hid, I don't know if you know what a metronome is, it's a small device where it emits a constant beeping that musicians use to put themselves off when they're trying to practice. Yeah, and I'm genuinely surprised you laughed at that. And they just hid a load of them in my room and then just laughed as I floundered around trying to find them. I saw the funny side of it, but it got me thinking, where would you draw the line with jokes that are tailored to take advantage of a disability? So would you take a dwarf to a theme park and laugh at him when he can't go on any of the rides? Or would you dupe two one-legged men into entering a three-legged race? Or would you steal a blind man's cane and just laugh at him and then, push him over and kick him and start spitting on him and you wish you could see now, you eyeless dick? That wouldn't be very nice. The other problem I have this weird asymmetry in my life where to speak to anyone I have to be standing on their left. Otherwise I can't really hear them and it's just really awkward. The problem is it's not obvious that I have this thing. With other disabilities, you can see someone with a disability and they clearly have issues. Not being mean, it's the thing. If someone's paraplegic, you can see their wheelchair and you get the, or if they're blind, they'll either have the glasses or the vacant stare. Or if they've got ADHD, they'll have no friends. It's okay, they're not listening, they stopped listening 8 minutes ago. But yeah, I don't have that, and I don't like to, when I meet people, I don't like to introduce it as the first thing, hi, I'm Alasdair, and before this proceeds any further, I'm deaf in this ear and you all owe me sympathy. Bitch. So I don't do that, and what I do instead is just try and manoeuvre myself into the right position if I'm walking along. This is my partner in conversation. I will just sort of, I'll be walking along here, I'm not really, hearing them, I'll be just pretending, basically, yeah. And then I'll see an opportunity, I'll just nip round the back. Usually they go, what? Ah, there you are. Yeah, they're laughing, let's make friends. Then sometimes I misjudge it. If I'm on a pavement and there's a wall there, then I'll try to go round, and then there's no room, and I just have to go back, and then I get so flustered because they think that I've just gone to check out their arse and make conversation. But yeah, that's fascinating, but just bear with me for a moment. Yeah, sorry, carry on. It's awkward. That's enough of that. Yeah. It's worse when I'm sitting down, at a table, because then I have no facility to move. I just have to spend the whole conversation like that. So people think I'm not looking at them. I'm looking behind them to hear them there. And so it looks like I'm just paranoid that someone's following me. I did used to be paranoid that someone was following me, but I think the days are behind me now. Joke. But yeah, I worry about this. I feel like if I do this too much, then sort of 30 years down the line, I'll just have a constant crick in my neck, and people will be standing there going, don't look now, but here comes bloody Quasimodo. Who said that? Who said that? I will find you! A lot of you are first years, I gather, I guess. You'll have done the application process through UCAS. And when I was doing that, there's a little box to tick when you say, are you disabled, yes or no? And I don't know if I'm disabled. So, the way I think of it is, I'm as deaf as Elrond is elvish. So I tick the box. And then there's a box underneath it where you write what your disability is. So I put deaf in left ear, nothing else. But the problem is when you tick this box, regardless of what your disability is, they send you all this junk mail from the Disability Support Service from university, and I just sort of flicked through it, and I thought I didn't really need it. Most of it seemed to be just telling me about how there was good wheelchair access. I thought that wasn't really for me, and I thought it was weird because if I was in a wheelchair, I feel like I would have checked that definitely, not before accepting, definitely before applying for university. And I don't know if that's a common problem that plagues the wheelchair-bound community. They're constantly applying for jobs at building sites or something and rolling up on the first day. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, Disability Support Service. They're persistent, and it's really good. They're really trying to be helpful. And they were they sent me emails saying that you haven't registered for this service, so you put you as disabled. Is there anything we can do? I sent an email back saying no, it's fine. I've never had a problem with it. Yeah, and they sent me another email saying, are you sure? Because if you're sleeping on your good ear, then you might not hear a fire alarm and you perish. And to counter this, we can offer you a flashing alarm or a vibrating pillow. I'm now going to do a joke about that, but I think you've already got it. So I am very naive. Very naive. And I don't really have any notion of what a girl might get up to in her spare time. But I've been on the internet. I know that there exist objects called vibrators. And I've read the phrase pillow humping somewhere. So I don't know either. But it feels like what they're offering is a weirdly comfortable female sex toy. Which I thought was quite emasculating. And I got a bit worried about this. My imagination ran away with it. Sort of what if I managed to get a girl back to my room and then in the middle of the night, a pillow goes, she's like, what's going on? She runs out of my room and slaps me, runs out crying, and writes an article in the Tab about sexual deviancy and My reputation is in tatters and I have to run away and try and start a new life in a small holding in Tierra del Fuego. And I tried to blend in with the locals, but eventually I just get lynched for saying that, all things considered, it's probably less hassle for the Falkland Islands to just stay British. These are the things that keep me up at night. That and the vibrating pillow.